Hey friends, we began our road trip through the states. First stop was Atlanta. Second stop was Sweet Home, Alabama. We visited a shopping center near Birmingham. We ate at the Cheesecake Factory and had some delicious pancakes and bacon, and of course, their famous bread. We then went to visit my family in Alabama. As we left Alabama, we went through Mississippi. This is from my favorite restaurant called Cedar Landing. It is located in Winfield, Alabama, off of I-22. We stayed the night in Alabama. Then the next day we got up and went to Mississippi, and we rode by Elvis's birthplace. We didn't stop because we were just trying to hit as many states as we could hit. But we stopped at the Welcome Center, and then we also rode by a Veterans Memorial Park after we left Elvis's birthplace. This was the park that we rode through. It was actually very nice and peaceful. Our goal in this trip was just to visit as many states as we could. So next stop was Tennessee. And my family suggested we go to Bass Pro in Memphis. It's the Pyramid. I'm not a huge fan of Bass Pro just because I don't like all the hunting and fishing stuff. But this is probably the most unique Bass Pro shops I've ever been to, and probably also the coolest. The views from the top at the restaurant were just gorgeous. You could see for miles. Across that bridge is in Arkansas, so that was a really cool, being able to see Arkansas. Overall, Bass Pro is very cool. They have a couple of restaurants in there. Wahlburgers is one of them, and then they have a restaurant upstairs. I don't recall the name, but we had some delicious food there. You'll see all the fish and the water and just the decor. They also have a hotel in this Bass Pro, Big Cypress Lodge. It was pretty expensive, so of course we didn't stay overnight. For this particular meal, we had dessert first, and then we had our meal. The cheesecake that we had was really good. I very much enjoyed the catfish. And then we just viewed the different views and took photos of all of the different decor, and the views from the restaurant were just so pretty. Rode around Memphis for a few minutes, and then we moved right on into Arkansas. Arkansas is very pretty as well. It's so many gorgeous sights, so many pretty churches. We went to Arcfidelia. It was getting kind of late this night, so it was dark by the time we made it to Texas. We stayed in Texarkana, Texas at a Hampton Inn. Then the next day, we rode back into Arkansas, saw our gorgeous church again, and we actually were state line between Texas and Arkansas. That was pretty cool. My right foot was in Texas, my left was in Arkansas, and vice versa. So that was pretty unique, being able to be in two states at one time with your body. I'm a huge Dr. Pepper fan, so I had to take a picture of the mural. I do remember that Texarkana, Texas is quite memorable from the movie called Smokey and the Bandit. We rode into Oklahoma next. They had some really unique architecture and houses and churches, and then we went back to Arkansas again. This was pretty cool. I had a plane that was letting the water and watering the grass. Back to Texas we go. I did think these interstates were really cool, how they have the little star symbol. Of course, back to Arkansas again. We stayed in Arkansas for quite a while because Arkansas was the way that we went up to the rest of the states that we visited. There's just so many mountains and flatland and grass and just green trees. We did make it to Lake to the Natural Bridge of Arkansas, but we did see these really gorgeous views. These photos do not do it justice. It was so pretty. You do have a lot of crosses places, and I just think they're pretty and gorgeous. Next stop was Missouri. It was getting kind of dark by the time we made it to Missouri. We took photos, we checked in our hotel, and then went and ate. So we didn't really get to spend much time in Branson, but we got to take some photos and just see things. Overall, it does remind me a lot of Pigeon Forge, maybe just a little smaller scale, but it is very similar. We ate at Dave's Famous Barbecue. I really love onion straws, so that's like my favorite thing. Really just focused on taking photos of the different things. I would have loved to went to the Butterfly Palace, we just didn't have time. Our next stop was Kansas. However, we didn't really go anywhere in Kansas. We just saw a few different sites and drove around. And I took photos of things. This video also will have a part 2 for the rest of the states that we visited. My goal is to visit all 50 states at some point. If you've liked this video, please like and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great night.